My name is David Clark, and I work as the Race to the Top coordinator for the Leon County School District here in Tallahassee, Florida. Here in Leon County, we accepted the challenge of the Race to the Top grant early on and the requirements of our state law. And in that state law, we're required to build in a component that deals with what we would call deep research into education. The Marzano Causal teacher model, evaluation model, is something that was very important to us because we thought that it met the needs of both our Race to the Top grant and the state of Florida's requirements. The Marzano model seemed to be everything we needed, and we had people in our district that already felt comfortable with it. They had looked at the book before, they had worked on it, some on their own, and when it came time to make a decision, our group of over 30 people looked at everything that the Marzano model offered, and they thought, you know, this is something that we can do here, with the hope being that we could improve teaching and therefore improve student learning. And it was very important to us to anchor our entire new evaluation in something strong like that. The teacher reaction thus far has been very positive. They had a positive experience with the training over the summer, and I think that they were prepared when they went back into their classroom. As they started to see the ways in which the Marzano model and the Learning Sciences International training could be connected to their actual school site work, they started to feel better about it. I've gotten great feedback from some schools where teachers have said, I've gone up on the site, I've looked at some of the videos, I've connected to some of the best practices, and I already am making improvements over what I did last year because we didn't have this knowledge before. It's one thing to tell somebody that they're doing something wrong. It's another thing to show them how to do it right. And I think that's what's critically important about this. As we went through the Marzano training and we learned more about the model and understood about Marzano's 4 domains and how they are critically important to success, teaching, learning success, I saw teachers who, for the first time, little light bulbs went off and they said, you know, these are the kind of things that I've tried to do, or these are the kind of things that I've seen good teachers do. But now we have a roadmap, we have a framework to study, so we can go back and check ourselves, knowing that they're only going to move forward if they do some critical analysis of their own work. They seem to be familiar with the fact that, you know, Dr. Marzano actually speaks to that and says, you know, you're not going to make any real progress unless you do a critical analysis of what you're doing yourself without somebody always having to come in and point these things out. So they participated in 2 or 3 little subgroups within the training, and when they came out of their groups and posted their reactions on the wall and went around and looked at what each other had done, they said, you know, this is something that we've been trying to get a handle on for a good many years, but we never had any platform to work off of. Our experience with Learning Sciences International has been overall a very, very good one because we had little knowledge of companies that assisted districts in building evaluation models. We knew that we had to look at a strategy to employ here. So as we started to look at other companies, and we invited the LSI people to come in, we really didn't know what to expect. But from the very beginning, from the time they did their initial presentation to the time that we'd scheduled and brought our people together for the training, everything went exactly as they said it would go. I think being pleasantly surprised is one way to characterize it, not knowing when you use consultants or you use companies or people that you're not familiar with. Every step of the way, they seemed to pay particular attention to our needs, to make sure that the quality of the training was the highest possible, to make sure that the materials that we needed were available to us. And as we transitioned from the learning part during the trainings into the actual implementation part, from the response from the headquarters over the phone to the people that they sent down to assist us with the training on the eye observation technology, all those pieces seem to be top quality. If any school district that finds themselves in a position that we were in, to try to change and move forward with something that might not just be law or part of a grant or part of a project, any district that is serious about improving teaching and learning should take a very serious look at Learning Sciences International and the Marzano model.